Hello, my friends. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in internet land. Welcome to another episode of Stephanie's Crafting Corner and Honey Bear's Crafting Corner, where we get together live every Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, and I make something. Honey Bear wants to, oh my gosh, look how big she is, you guys. Honey Bear just wanted to say hi really quick, and then she might have to, go somewhere like upstairs. But yes, she is getting extremely large and in charge. She's 13 pounds. Oh my gosh, she's massive. So yes, say hi, Honey Bear. Honey Bear, say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Okay, bye. Love you. Okay. Hello, welcome. I'm really excited, and we're gonna pretty much just jump right into our card tonight because we have a special guest. A special guest that has confirmed she will be here tonight. So I'm very excited about that. But before we begin, got to see what Honey Bear's chewing on. Before we begin, I need to tell you something. So I'm trying to clean out the closet that's in the other room, right? And it's hi Denise. It's a check my mic, she said. Ruth Debbie said. I think they can hear me, Ruth Debbie. Everybody else is saying they can hear me. But I was cleaning out the closet in the other room, and I have a lot of my older stuff in that closet, right? And so I was working on just stuff, right? And so I have my regular fabric box right here. And I don't know if I ever officially ever said this, but I realized that the smaller envelopes fit perfectly in here. Can you do 3, please, for me, baby? Fit perfectly in here the opposite way. So can you zoom out? Sorry. Usually I ask you to zoom in. So this is the smaller envelopes. As you can see, here we go. This is the smaller right here, right? Smaller. But then here is the medium or the normal size, which normally it would go this way. I'm getting myself confused. Normally it would go this way, boom, 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 boom. But I have the small version envelopes or pockets going the opposite way. And let me just tell you, they fit perfectly. So this is the small version, and this is the normal medium version. Now, I'm just telling you, I'm madly in love with this because I did not want to convert all of them to the bigger envelopes because, hello, those cost more, right? So these are all the smaller ones, and they fit perfectly. Now, I know somebody's going to say, how many fit in there? Well, I have at least 54 in here. I did count, but I didn't. Some of them are like doubled and tripled. Like this sandcastle one has at least 2 in there. So, I mean, but there's at least 54 in here. And the best part, I could still fit. I mean, I still have like a good half of an inch that I could add more. I could probably fit at least 60. So this is really exciting that it fits the opposite way. So if you have the smaller versions, you can definitely get the fabric boxes. They actually fit both sizes. And I think eventually we need to get that information on our website. But in the meantime, there you go. Now we're moving all of this over. There we go. Now I got to get my cameras set up. So we are going to jump in, and I thought it would be so appropriate to do a fold it. And, it is, I can't believe I'm saying this. Deborah says, wow, that's an awesome find to happen, Stephanie. I know. It's really awesome because wouldn't it be cool if we could get these in other colors too? Just saying. Like maybe a deep purple and a beautiful teal. Just saying. Anyway, so yes, that's exciting. But I realize that it is almost Christmas time, and that really kind of freaks me out a little bit. Jeannie says, I've been using them for both sizes, but I'm not as organized as you. Jeannie, I assure you, you are more organized than me. I just look organized. You guys can't see everything behind you in my craft room. Now, I decided I'm going to really start thinking about Christmas. I'm going to try. And as I was cleaning, I found this one, and I remember how much I absolutely love this one. This is our gingerbread boy. We also have a gingerbread girl. These are available on our website, but chances are you all have this already. So that's really cool. And I'm going to use this one for my card tonight. Now, we do have we do have the girl in stock also, but she's a lot less in stock. This one we have plenty. Also something, hi Deborah. Also, something I want to tell you, like if you ever see me using something in a video or, on one of my lives and you're like, oh, I really, really like that, but I don't want to get it now because I want to save up for the items I need because I want to get to $100 to get the free shipping. Totally get that, right? So what you need to do is just go look at it on the website and put it on your wish list. If you add it to your wish list, then you'll remember you wanted it, but you don't have to remember in here that you wanted it, right? So put all the things. I hope you guys are all utilizing that wish list because it is fantastic to be able to have access to that. It's not in your cart. It's not like going to purchase it right now. It's just something you're like, oh yeah, I know I want that, but not yet, right? Which is awesome. So what we're going to do, can you get that from her, please? And you might need to take her upstairs. Sorry. What we're going to do is we are going to make our gingerbread. And of course, as you know, all fold-its are on the back. They say place fold here or place fold here on the side, depending on if you want. I got to move this box because I just put it like right under me. Depending on where you want the fold, right? So 98% of the time, Yvonne says she uses her wish list. Awesome. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. So sorry, I'm like flighty right now. So as you know, I usually like to do my fold-its with the top being the fold. I would say 98% of the time I do top folds. So that way I just boom, there it is. So how we're going to make a fold-it? They're all done the same way. This is my fold right here. I'm going to take my die, and I have access to the camera. Look at that. I'm going to take my die, and this is my fold. I'm going to lay my die a little bit so that fold is a little bit on the inside. Now, I could go crazy and go this much, but I usually don't. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down a little bit because I just want that fold just to be a little tiny bit. So you can still see, right? You can still see, but it is not going to, that's where the fold's going to be. So now I'm going to take this, and I got to move my Diet Coke, and we are going, whoops, hang on. Sorry. That dog throws me off, and then I get all, ugh. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and die cut this. I'm going to lay this down in my die cut machine, and I am going to die cut it. So I'm using the Grand Marquis, of course. This is the one that is so easy peasy to use, just saying. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to go a little bit faster on this one because our special guest will be here sooner than later, and it's exciting. So we're just going to pop this out. Now, first thing, if you're new to fold-its, the first thing you're going to notice is, and you're going to say, Stephanie, that's so cute and what a great idea, but look, that looks horrible at the top, right? That looks horrible. So what you're going to do is you are going to die cut it separately, right? The normal way, right? The absolute positive normal way. Just run it through right there. And Bryant Forever says, how do you get your pads so they don't warp as fast? I don't know, but you've seen me use these 1,000 times, right? Like you can see, can you see? Hang on, let me put on this one. So you can see how many times I've used it. So what you're going to do is whenever it starts to curve, so see how it's kind of curving a little tiny bit. So next time I die cut, I'm going to make sure my die blade goes into the curve. So there's the curve, right? I'll do it on purpose, like really big. There's the curve, and I'm going to die cut into the curve. So my blade hits the inside of the curve, and that's going to kind of make it go a little flatter. And that's really going to help you keep those a little bit flat, not as bendy, right? Because that's like it. Now, also though, I'll be honest, I don't know if Shane likes me saying this, but I cut them apart. I do. Shane's the owner of Diamond Press, but I seem to like them that way. I'm always going like this. That way I can always make sure I'm cutting into the bowl and things like that. So that's, I guess, how I do it. So always cut into the curve or into the bowl, and it's going to release the pressure and give you a better cut. I mean, it's going to give you, it's going to flatten out a little bit. So now I have this piece here and this piece here. And you know what? I'm already thinking, you know what? Let's, we have time. So let me go to this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do something a little different. Normally I would just make this a fold it and call it a day, right? But instead, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to decorate this, and let's get out all these pieces. So this is really funny. I did put it into a kangaroo pocket, right? And that's really nice because I didn't have this in a kangaroo pocket, but I had this piece of all the little icing pieces already die cut in the envelope. So I, get to use that, but I also really quick cut it out of felt. I don't know if I'm going to use that. Also, I grabbed some 3D ink. So who knows how, oh my gosh, your phone. Who knows how I'm going to be doing the icing? We don't know. I don't know. No one knows until it's happening. But in the meantime, I am going to get the smaller die, and I'm going to die cut this. Now, here's a couple things. Number one is, I'm looking at this going, well, this is really, really similar to the original, the shadow die. But what I want to do here is I kind of want to still use the same color, which I know kind of sounds crazy, but in all honesty, you guys, what other color is a gingerbread man, right? If you're not going to use ginger snap, like, who even are you? So what we're going to do is I'll show you what I'm going to do to make it look different. So I'm going to go ahead and lay that down, and I'm going to run this through my die cut machine. And again, so here, this one's not cut open. So there you can kind of see it is a little bendy, not much. They are consumables. They're not meant to last forever because you're putting so much pressure, and I'm going to cut this one apart. You're putting so much pressure on the die and on these cutting pads that they are going to bend. Every single brand in the world bends, right? But if you cut into the bowl, you will have better. And actually, this one's a little bit more bowly, and bowl is not a good word, more curved. So I'm going to die cut it like that. So I'm going to lay this down, and I'm going to run that through. And now I'm going to have the inside. And so what I'm going to do with my inside is I'm going to grab this, get all this over here. Now, again, here's my fun, awesome tape. And what's really nice is that you can reuse it over and over and over and over and over. So here we go. Now I have the smaller version, right? I have the smaller piece, but I want to kind of add a little something to this, right? Because, and look, I'm using this over and over and over again. So here I have, this is my scrap paper. And what I'm going to do is I am going to, I know I pulled my ginger, there it is. I was going to say, I know I pulled my ginger snap ink, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ink the edges. And I have this hate relationship with ginger snap because I always have to re-ink it. I don't know why ginger snap is such a finicky color, but I re-ink this. You know what? I think it's probably because I use ginger snap, probably one of the most often used inks that I use, which is really funny. So we're just going to go all the way around on this guy. And sorry, I'm not able to look at the chat right now, you guys. Trying to get this done before our guest comes on. So we're going to go just a little faster than normal tonight. So I'm adding these pieces, and I realize that you're like going, well, Stephanie, that's all fine and dandy. Dang, that is just dry as heck. Hang on, let me see if I can find my ginger snap really quick. I usually feel like I keep it like right here, but I bet you it's not, because that would be way too easy, and that would actually be smart to have that, right? So we're going to grab a different color. Let's do twig. So we're just going to grab twig, and we're just going to go a little lighter because ginger snap needs love. There we go. So let's get this, and we're just going to continue and adding that. Ooh, now that's dark. Now we got to go dark all the way around. He almost looks like he's going to be burnt or something, but that's kind of cute. So we're going all the way around. We got a new leash for the dog. Not a leash, a new leash. It's called a gentle lead. It has like it's like a collar, but for her walks, but it has like a little thing that goes over her nose so she doesn't choke herself. And we used it today, and it almost, I think, kind of, Kenny, don't you think it kind of worked?
Yeah, I think it was working good.
Yeah, I think once she accepted the fact that it wasn't going to leave her nose, I think she kind of did okay with it, which was nice. So now, boom, we have this. Look how cute he is. He's all like nice and yummied. He burnt. Jeannie says burnt edges. My home cooked. Yes, right. Now, in all honesty, I could probably get away with just not doing that extra piece, but you know, I'm supposed to look like a professional, so I won't. And I will do a real one. And we're going to add this one right here. There we go. That's good. And we're going to lay this right on top, just like that. Now, because I'm using the exact same ink, see, it's the exact same color. Because I'm doing that, I am not going to ink the shadow of the other piece. So I'm just going to have it just like this. Now, one or two things really quick. I'm kind of thinking, let me think for a second. I'm kind of thinking I want this to be a stand up. So I'm kind of looking at this going, okay, I want it to be like right. So what I'm doing, and I always just eyeball this because you know what? It is what it is. It doesn't really matter. But I'm just going to say, okay, little guy, you're going to fold right there. So this is on the front, and I'm actually going to fold the top one too. So that's on the front. Now watch, what am I doing? What am I doing? It's so crazy, huh? So now I have, this is the front, right? This is the front. This has the extra piece on it. So this is 2 pieces total. And I just folded him kind of like in the middle. Now I got to make sure that sticks. And why did I do that? Because I'm going to make him a stand up, which means I'm only going to add adhesive to the bottom half. And let's just add some adhesive here just to the bottom half, not all the way to the edges because it is a shadow. But because I'm a little concerned that that head is going to pop off, I'm going to use a little bit of the tear tape. And I'm going to use that behind his head on this one, just to make sure I do not have any issues. So there we go. We're going to peel that. Whoops. Peel. Oh, come on, baby. We're going to peel that away. Peel that. There we go. And we're going to add that to make sure it really stays. Now, I do have a funny looking fold there. Doesn't matter because I'm going to cover it. So I'm going to lay this down right there. Now, remember, I did not add adhesive back here because what's going to happen is when I stand this up, he's going to be up in the air. Okay. Does that make sense? It's going to be like a little easel kind of card. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to look at this and now he's like totally curved. Okay, there we go. And we're going to decorate this. And I really kind of been thinking I'm going to use the 3D ink because that just like brings me joy. But before we do that, we need to get some brown or black. I'm going to look for my pieces that have adhesive on the back already. And oh gosh, hang on. Now this makes total, whoops, that's not the right one. This one makes so much sense because it's like the shiny paper and or like the foil. And that's like perfect for buttons because hello, he's like a little gingerbread man. Actually, whoa, we could fit, oh, look at that. We might be able to fit all 3 on, well, let's not risk it. Let's do it this way. There we go. Now, because this is such a small scrap, right? What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this down and I'm going to add my Better Than Washi because I do not want to waste that, right? So I'm going to add that. And then I'm thinking, well, what else do I need? Well, I need the face. I could have die cut the face inside of this die, but I chose not to. I'm going to do it separately. And now I'm kind of thinking I might even use 3D ink for his face. Let me see. Hang on. I think I'm going to use 3D ink for his face. So let's see. We have that. We have that. We're just going to do his buttons in the black shiny. So we're going to run this through. And this is just kind of the buttons. So we have those. And now, ooh. Red velvet bows. I think I might have to use those. You never know. So now I have the cute little buttons. And then what we're going to do is I'm kind of thinking, yeah, but to make sure I know where to place the face, right? Because if I start doing eyes now, who knows what's going to happen, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a little pen because I want to make sure that I don't go rogue on this and do anything weird. So I'm going to lay this down. And that's, I know where I want my stuff to be. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And if I can get that smile in there, I'm going to, wow, that would be amazing. Look at that. So now I know where to do everything I want to do, right? Because if I didn't do that, who knows, I'd go rogue and it would not look good. So now we're going to add our cute little buttons. So there we have one. And I have to do the 3D ink last because it's going to require drying time, and it's going to take a little bit longer than regular glue. So we're going to add this now. Look, that one's a little off center. Usually you should do the middle one first, but oh well. So there we go. There's those 3 little guys right there. And then what we're going to do is so this piece is in there. Well, it also comes with a bow tie. So now this is cool because it could be a bow tie or it could be a bow in her hair if you didn't want to use the gingerbread girl, because we have one that has a dress. So it's just up to you. So this is the one that was already die cut out of white. And then I also die cut it out of felt. And I was kind of going, well, oh gosh, that looks really stinking cute. Hang on. Now I got to redesign. I got to figure this out. I got to talk this through. So here's his little, oh gosh, that looks so dang cute. Let's see. And I like that it kind of goes over. Actually, I like that one better. I like that it kind of goes over a little bit because there's a whole bunch on here, you guys. I added extra because I'm like, gosh, if you're anything like me, you're going to lose some. So, and I like that it kind of goes extra. So technically this could be his leg. Because, you know, icing is just kind of usually all over the place. So let's not use that one. Let's use this one. Let's see. Oh, where are we? I think we're going to have to use the felt because that looks too cute. I think that one can go right there. Look at that. And then we just need one more. I think it's this one. So this is actually with the felt, and this has adhesive on the back. I was gonna use 3D ink, but this will dry faster. I mean, this doesn't have to dry. I thought of a chat contest, but I don't know if we're gonna have time. How should I do the chat contest, Kenny? Should I just wait until the end still?
Yeah, we just usually wait until later. Maybe something will pop up when you guys are chatting.
Okay. So what I'm doing right now is I'm adding in here the little, and I want to make sure that this is going the same way. So there we go. Going to flip that around. Should be using my tweezers there, and it kind of, because it's felt, it kind of like can be maneuvered a little bit more. And then we're going to add this one right here. Yeah, Melissa says that's so cute with the felt. It just kind of makes it like, it has to be more like 3D, right? Because it's like the icing. And, you know, when you have icing is above the cookie, right? Yeah, come on. Oh, come on. There we go. And because it is a little flexible, you kind of have to pay attention. There we go. We're going to add that right to a little too long right there. There we go. That looks awesome. Now, what we're going to do is we need to talk about the face. I think I'm going to go ahead and still do the 3D ink because it just kind of makes the most sense to me. But before I do that, I need to stamp the inside. So here we go, because I won't be able to really play with it much after I do the 3D ink. So this is Gingerbread HSN. So I must have taken this on HSN at one time. Let's see. Goody Goody Gumdrops. I love you this much. Have a sweet, oh gosh, how perfect. Have a sweet Christmas. So we're going to grab this guy. We're going to grab this one. And we're going to use probably, let's just use, you know what? Let's see what lipstick looks like. I don't know where my other pad is, so we're just going to open this new one. Ha ha ha. I wonder what lipstick looks like on the Ginger Snap. So let's find out. So let's open this baby up. And we have scratch paper right here. So we're going to ink this up and let's see what it looks like. First, we're going to stamp on scratch, right? Perfect. And then what we're going to do though, is we're going to stamp on this scratch because I want to make sure I really like it on the Ginger Snap before I do anything. Oh, I love it on the Ginger Snap. Okay. Now I feel like I had a little piece of glitter or something on that A. Let's scrape it just to make sure. That's why you never want to use your brushes on your big pads because it contaminates. I think my stamp had something on it. Now we're going to lay this down right about there. Press gently on the back. Lift up. Have a sweet Christmas. Look how cute that looks in the red. Now, I'll be honest. Normally, I do use licorice for all my sentiments. But can you see how much better it is in the lipstick? It just really makes it pop, right? It makes it pop way more. So then we're going to put this back on the sheet because we don't want to lose it. And then what we're going to do is we are going to add our personally stamped, because yay, we have personally stamps again. That was a kicker. Let's just grab this one. I don't know what this one says. Oh, this one's cute. So again, let's use that lipstick because it really makes it pop, and I love that. And I'm probably going to use a lipstick bow, so that makes even more sense, right? So let's get that on there, and let's stamp this. This is on the back. And this is crafted by hand and designed with heart, just for you. Hugs, Stephanie. Perfect. Now, what we're going to do next is we are going to decide. So first we need to decide how we're going to have this guy pop up, right? Because he needs to pop up. And I'm really deciding that this whole enchilada is going to pop up. Oh, remember I did it with the aggressive adhesive. That's not going to happen. So I want him to stand up like right here, right? I want him to stand up like right here. So I need to find something that can go right here underneath. And as I think about this, I'm like, ooh, let's get some goodies here. And I'm really thinking about, ooh, this is perfect. Now, I know I usually say do 3, but I only have 2 here. Oh gosh, that kind of looks funny though. We're not going to do that. That's like an awkward spot. Oh, that's an awkward spot. Let's not do that. Let's see what other options we can come up with. And maybe it is something. Oh, okay, here, this is what we'll do. We will use some, if we can find some ribbon that is lipstick colored. And I have lots of bows, but did we come out with lipstick ribbon? I feel like we would have. Bummer. Okay, well, let's find a different. Well, let's see. Let's see what we got. Let's pull out the big guns. No red in that one. And that one doesn't have any red. Bummer! Okay, let's see what the... Well, maybe
there's some kind of red ribbon like just hanging off the edge over here.
Oh, I bet you that's lipstick. And if it's not, it will work.
You can at least trim a piece of it.
Yes. Check this out.
He's way off camera, you guys.
There we go. Way off camera. There we go. Found it. Found it.
What's the name of the stamp set you're using tonight?
It is Gingerbread HSN. But it's also, this sentiment is also on the regular gingerbread one. This one was a special one I did years ago for HSN.
Gingerbread fun?
No.
No.
Gingerbread HSN. This is the one that I said can't go on the website because we already have it. So just search Sweet Christmas and then it should or just search gingerbread and it will pop up. A similar will pop up. Maybe not. There it is. Is it on that one? No, keep going.
Keep going.
Okay, it should be on one of those.
Girl one. What does it say? What's the saying?
Sweet Christmas. Have a sweet Christmas.
Sweet
Dang it.
Christmas. Thanks for being sweet.
Cool. You can't get this one. Ha ha ha.
There it is.
Okay.
It is on the gingerbread.
Okay, that's I think what I said. So we're going to do this and we're going to tie this. So this is going to be like a little, let's call it a belt. And the reason why we're doing this is because we want this to, we want this to hold up our card, right? So normally I wouldn't do this in this weird spot, but it's better than putting two little epoxy dots because that was a weird spot to put 2 little epoxy dots. And there we go. We're going to hold the tummy, pull on a leg, hold the tummy, pull on a leg, fix the arms, hold down the tummy, pull on a leg, hold on the tummy, pull on a leg, fix the arms. And there we go. So now we're going to trim this right there and trim this one right there. Now, why did I do all of that? Because it will hold up my card. See how it's holding it up? So now to finish this off really quick, we're going to do the face. And so we're going to do, I wish that would lay down. There we go. We're going to do This is like probably black or something like that. I don't know. And we're going to make sure, there we go. Get some going. Oh, this is like a dark gray. And I'm just going to go in, and I'm not touching the cardstock with the tip. I'm just laying it like right above it because I don't want it to like indent or anything. So there we go. And that one's got a little point. So we just want to move that over a little bit. There we go. So that is the eyes. That are the eyes. No, that is the eyes. And now we're going to go in with the mouth. Now, this is a little concerning because I have red, but, or actually maybe this is pink. I don't know, but it's a little more pinky. But I have to stay like right on there to cover all that green, which is going to be very fun. So we're going to see how well Stephanie can do this. But whether or not it's good or not is fine. So we're going to pretend we're actually icing it, because when you ice, you don't always necessarily touch it. So let's see if we can bring that up a little bit. Probably not. So let's see. Actually, that looks cute, because you know what? That's like what a real cookie would look like when it looked perfect. But we're going to try a little bit more, and let's see if we can get a little bit more. There we go. So we're going to start here, and don't touch the cardstock. You'll get a better result if you do not touch the cardstock. Let me just tell you. So I'm going to go around and around and around and around and stop it a little bit before that. And let's see, hang on. I'm trying to hurry, and that's not a good thing. There we go. Look how cute that is. And I like that it's not like perfect, because hello, cookies would not be perfect. Now I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, do we need a red bow? Because we already have this one when it opens like this, right? And so now, but you know what? She kind of looks girly because her mouth. So maybe we should add a little bow so she can be a girl, because looks like she's wearing lipstick. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're just going to add a little bit of adhesive on this part so it can hang off her head a little tiny bit. Look at this. Oh, look how stinking cute. Those bows look like they were made for this, don't they? Okay, boom. There we go. That is your gingerbread folded in 10 seconds or less, practically, it feels like. Let me show you on this one. So here we go. Here is, I use 3D ink and felt with adhesive sheets on the back with our velvet lipstick bow, which is so cute. This is shiny black paper or black foil. Then, because I didn't make it a standard fold it, I made it a stand up by adding that extra fold right here. See that? So now when I fold it, it will stand up. That bow is going to keep it there. And there we go. Now it will stand up and it will say hello to all of your little friends. Just like that. So look at that cute little bow on her head. Isn't it cute? It kind of like makes it, because I have red down here, and then we have red up there, and a little bit of red in her mouth. So boom, on the back, personalized stamp. What's it say? Crafted by hand and designed with heart just for you. Hugs, Stephanie. And that is our cute little fast fold it girl. Now she's a girl. But there we go. Boom. Okay. Is our special guest ready?
Yep.
Okay, so what?
Let me tell her.
Okay. So we have a special guest that's going to come on, and she's like, well, how much are we going to say? What are we going to say? And I'm like, you know what? You take the reins. You're allowed to say whatever you want, and let's just see how it goes. And Missy, the bows are from the lipstick kit, the holiday vibes kit. That's where those are from. And so we might have some still in stock. I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know. And so what we're going to do is Kenny's going to let me know, yes or no. Maybe not.
We are ready, yeah.
Oh, we are ready. Okay. So I guess I should introduce our guest, because some of you might not know who she is. Funny thing is she's one of my best friends. Funny thing, we met in April one year. And that October, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 6 months later, we flew around the world together to China and spent like 10 days in China together. And we just knew even back then that we were probably related somehow because we just get along so amazingly fantastic. So Kenny, go ahead and put her on. So this is my BFF Tiffany. There she is. Am I going to be able to hear her?
You got to use these headphones.
Oh, I'm going to use headphones. So Tiff, are you wearing headphones so you can hear me?
I'm not wearing headphones. I don't even have any headphones. I can hear you on my screen, but can you hear me?
You're so lucky. Okay, I can hear you now.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Hey, Steph.
Hey, you look like all short. How come you look short and I look tall?
Because I'm not standing on my normal step.
There you go.
That looks a little better. You look all tiny and I look like a giant.
And zoom yourself in.
Can you zoom yourself
I have all of this.
I know.
Got all that
But can you zoom yourself in a little bit? Because I look like funky.
I can't zoom myself in.
Okay, that's okay. No, that's okay. We're good. Okay, so everyone that doesn't know, this is Tiffany Spaulding. She is the brain behind the no longer existing Totally Tiffany brand. But good news is this is going to be bigger and better and right? Okay.
Oh, we're so excited. I mean, it's so. We've been having so much fun, and I have to add to Stephanie's story there. We did our trip to China, and then the next time I came to California, well, maybe it was a couple times after that, but we went and had dinner with her parents, and her dad said to me, I wanted to name Stephanie Tiffany, but my wife got to choose her name because he got to choose Stephanie's brother's name. But we almost even had the same name.
Yes.
How about that?
That is how connected we are.
I know. It was crazy. It's a crazy thing. Okay, so what are we doing? So I guess I'll give you a quick rundown. For those of you who didn't know what the Totally Tiffany brand was, or Scrapbooking or any of that, we did organization products. I did organization products. Many of you have buddy bags or paper handlers or tab divider pockets, all kinds of things, because Stephanie has always carried them on her website. So you might be familiar with some of the products that we used to make. But now some weird stuff happened. Crafter's Companion bought my brand. Some weird things happened. I ended up being able to get out of my non-compete, and that gave Stephanie and I an opportunity, and Ken too. Ken has been sucked in. I'm sure sometimes he just goes, "What are you girls doing?" But to partner on this new brand, the Organized Option, we're super excited about it. We're having so much fun. We're so, boy, I don't know.
Well, it's funny because you say we're having so much fun, and it's true because every week we have Zoom meetings, and they're supposed to last like an hour, 2 hours, whatever we have, right? But the funny thing is like the first 45 minutes, we're talking about life. We're just catching each other up on everything. And then we're like, oh, wait, we have to talk about work. Oh, yeah, that's right. We forgot. So, that's happening.
It's great. I mean, it's been really, one of the most fun things, I think, is that as close as Stephanie and I are, we've had these really busy lives. And so touching base with each other with more than a text or an email or this, we didn't really get to do that much of that. And then Stephanie has all those beautiful grandchildren, and they take her away for fun stuff. So it is really, really fun to have that friend time. Like, we got that commitment for work time, and it's fun. All of it's fun. Everything we're having, some stuff is not that fun, but we're working through it. We, always launching a new business. We had some challenges. I don't even know if I should say what the challenges were.
You can say some. It's okay. These are our friends. These are like our best friends. You can say some. Okay.
Well, we're so close. So our launch date is January 15th. Mark your calendars. We will be doing Tuesday night lives starting in December. So we're going to sneak peek everything out, one product line at a time for 6 weeks leading up to the launch. So mark your calendars. Tuesday night live. 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We were starting the first Tuesday in December. So kind of, live from Wickenburg, Arizona. It's Tuesday night, right? So that's our plan. And okay, so let me tell you what happened last week. Oh, so we get all these pictures. And I don't know, I probably got 30 pictures from our manufacturer, and all the packaging was totally wrong. It was backwards. It was upside down. The marking was on the bag wrong. I was just like, you just kind of, in the moment, it's just like, ugh. And then you're just like, okay, this is.
Oh, my stomach just fell when you emailed me. I was just like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, we're just like, oh my gosh, we're going to have to repackage everything. But, you know, they just buckled down. They got it done. It all worked out. The packaging looks beautiful. You know, so, but in the moment, so as much fun as we're having, and then you wake up in the middle of the night going, oh my goodness, we're not going to make it. Well, and we originally had talked about launching January 1st, but there's so much going on during the holiday season. And there's all this weird stuff happening with transportation right now. And so we just thought we don't want to sort of pile onto something some goal that we can't meet. A lot of the stores, we're very fortunate. We have a ton of local retailers. If you have a local scrapbook or craft store that you like to go to, a small store, please let them know that the new brand, the Organized Option, will be available at Spellbinders. They're a distributor, and Ecstasy Crafts, 2 distributors that everybody uses. So yeah, if you want to have our new Organized Option products available to you. So what's the same is that we're trying to develop really great, super useful products. What's different is that we really have this extra focus now on not just how you're going to use those things in your craft room, but how you can use them all over your house, right? So that's really kind of our big thing. It's like, how are we going to make these products useful, whether you're using them in your kitchen drawers or on your boat or in your motorhome, or, you know, when my kids were little, we camped with I had these big Rubbermaid tubs with snap-on lids, and I would throw them in the back of the van with the tent and stuff, and that was all our camping gear. And so even organizing something like that, those tubs, how can we make your life easier? I think, you know, one of the things that Stephanie and I, especially owning businesses, trying to keep track of everything can get really stressful, right? And when you know where your things are and you can put your hands on things, whether it's your craft supplies or your camping gear or your cosmetics, or we have such a fun thing coming for travel. Oh, I can't say
yes,
it.
absolutely.
It's killing me.
Well, and I'm thinking you have to find the perfect Lego. The kids always need this one Lego, and we can never find the Lego they need. So yes, lots of awesome stuff coming. I'm very excited.
Yeah. So many great things that it's I don't know, it's literally killing me. Husband, I'm like, I wonder if I could just do this. I wonder if we want to do this. And he's just like, you know, just settle down. You're gonna start showing people in December. But it's so much fun. And lots of you have signed up for the email list already. I know Stephanie has sent you to the website, theorganizedoption.com, and signed up for our email list. And some of you have used the contact us form and sent messages. And thank you for those of you who have. You're really kind of just wishing us well, and, you know, telling us what you missed from the TT line and what you'd like to have back and all that stuff. So that's been really, really fun also. If you haven't signed up, please do go sign up on the website. Yeah. There's a contact form. That's more for like if you want to send a message, but there's an email sign up form that will pop up. So if you just want to get on the email list, just sign up on the pop-up list, and we'll make sure that you know as things are coming. But mark your calendars for starting December 2nd, Tuesday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, same time as we do our Thursday nights. So we don't want to confuse anybody. So it's the same time as Thursday night. So now you're going to be in December. You're going to see us on Tuesdays and on Thursdays. So same time. So you don't have to worry. It will not conflict with Ken's early morning Tuesday, Take Two Tuesdays. So this is at Tuesday night. And we kind of feel like we see more people at night. So that's why we want to do that. Go ahead.
And it will be on the Organized Option YouTube channel and on the Facebook page. So if you miss it for some reason, you'll be sad if you miss it, because you know what else we're going to do? Oh, those of you who've been around TT, every Tuesday night is going to be a Wibby Sibby event. And if you don't know what that means, you're going to want to start hawking around the Organized Option social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you like to do, and keep your ears and eyes open for Wibby Sibby, because that is super fun. It's one of the funnest things ever.
Yes, that is a thing. So if you don't know what it means, that's okay. You'll find out soon.
Yes.
But yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Tiffany, if they want to find you on Facebook and YouTube, how are they going to locate your new channels? Would you have titles for them or names? What are you going by?
I think they are all the same, TOO _ the organized option. So if you look on Facebook or, if you go to our new website, theorganizedoption.com, there are links.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Stephanie. Yeah, there's links right to all the social media. So whatever you prefer for social media, please hop on and follow along there. And yeah, we'll try to keep you in the loop. And there's going to be so much fun stuff.
And so the website is theorganizedoption.com. We're calling it TOO because the organized option, get it, TOO. And it's kind of the two also, Tiff, is not only like the two of us, but like two, like also like, okay, we did totally Tiffany. Now we're doing this too. You know what I mean? This is, I don't know. There's so many different meanings in that acronym.
And we wanted to include you too.
Yes, right? You too. All of you too.
Right? You too can be part of our organization family, or and
it's not, I don't want you to limit us to craft organization. Okay. I want you to think big scale, your homes, your offices, your craft rooms, of course, but your closets, your RVs, your boats, whatever you have, that's what we're going to be there for.
Well, and here's a really, really exciting part of this as well, is that whether it's through Stephanie or through the two channels or whatever, we're really interested in knowing what you need. Like, what are your challenges for organization outside of your craft room? Use inside your craft room too, but what do you find the biggest challenge with? One of the greatest things about doing shows, which I'm not able to do anymore, was that I got to get face to face with everybody, and people could tell me like what their pain points were for organization. And I would get so many people with the same problem. And I was like, okay, lots of people have this. We need to help with, come up with a solution. So wherever it is, home, garage, it might not even be your problem. It could be your husband's problem. Like what's going on in the garage? What's going on in their sock drawer? What challenges are you dealing with that somebody else in your family, if they were a little bit more organized, it would make your life easier. Because it is a regular conversation, just that way that you feel, just kind of when you know where things are and it's easy, you know where to get things, you know where to put them away. And that is really our goal. How can we make your life easier, better, less stressful? We're all so busy. There's so much going on that if you can put your hands on what you need quickly and easily, it just makes life better.
It does. It absolutely does. So we're very excited. I know some of you do have questions. Most of it will start being answered on our first Tuesday live, which is at night. So it's much nicer because, more people can see us. And if you're not able to make it, we totally understand. And it's going to be recorded, right? So everything that we do live is always recorded. So you'll be able to watch it at another time. Tiff, usually on Thursday on Crafting Corner, we do a chat contest, and we haven't done it yet. So I think for our chat contest question, they win a $10 gift certificate to our website. But first of all, everybody, you need to make sure you give us a thumbs up, a heart, a share, a like, all that good stuff. The more of those that we get, the more prizes we give away. We are literally bribing you to like us. But what I need you to do is, out of your life, just think of your whole life. Oh, there we go.
Sorry. I was playing your video. I was searching for your channel, so I found it.
Everybody, I want you to think in general in your life, and this is part of the chat contest, so get ready to add this into the chat. Out of everything besides crafting, sock drawer, garage, everything, where is one place in your life you need organization/storage?
Dog toys.
Oh gosh, don't talk about
dog toys.
Yes. So I want you to add that into the chat. That's going to enter you automatically to win a $10 gift certificate to our website. So I want to hear, Chris says her husband's office. Love it. Ooh, the car. Love it. Let's see. Patricia says the laundry room, kitchen, under sinks, craft room. Yeah. So we like to hear this because we do like the feedback. Just totally, Tiffany, it was the exact same as Stamps of Life. We always listen to our customers. And I think that's what made both companies very, very successful is you're dealing with Tiffany and you're dealing with Stephanie. And we're listening, right? I mean, we're not some big CEO sitting in some big old massive office with a closet bigger than people's houses, right? We are just us and we are listening. And so I think that's really important. And small businesses, right? It's all about the small business.
And it's what makes it fun. I mean, that's what's fun for us, like to hear from you guys and then be like, we could solve this problem. How are we going to do it? That's the fun stuff.
It is. It most definitely is. So I'm seeing bathroom a lot.
And the other thing, as you join the Organized Options social media, whether again Facebook, Instagram, whatever it is that you like, I'm going to ask Katie to put up a post for us that says, what questions do you have, so that by the time we get to Tuesday, the first Tuesday, we will be able to answer. We're going to show you one. So there's going to be a different product line shown every week. You're not going to get to see all of it. You're going to see one product line a week. And then the last week, we're going to do a product line, and I'll have a shopping list for you. And any of you who've followed the TT brand, you know, whenever there's something big going on, we put out a shopping list so you can do your research and you can go around your room and measure things and make sure that you're getting the right things that you need. So we will do that again. That will be the last Tuesday before launch. So I think that's the 13th, launch being the 15th. But yeah, asking questions on social media is a great way to get your questions up there. We'll try to corral them all together, be able to answer them or at least respond to them on social media. But you could tell us your pain points there. If you get off tonight and you think, oh my goodness, it would be great to have something for this, we would totally love to hear that.
Yes, most definitely. Yeah. Most definitely. Awesome. So I'm seeing makeup, dresser drawers, lots of good ideas, which is really good. Craft room, lots of craft rooms. Yes, most definitely. Medicine cabinet. Ooh, that's a good one. I feel like, I thought of something I wanted to say and now I totally gone. But yes, we are very excited. It's going to be an amazing, Tiff, this is it. We haven't talked yet about this, and I don't know how we're going to decide what product line to show first, second, third in a row, right? I mean, in order, because like if I picked my favorite line and you picked your favorite line, they might be different lines because you guys have no idea. Tiffany has gone like above and beyond.
But I feel pretty confident saying there's two lines that, well, I don't know. It depends what we're doing. Like sometimes I'm like, oh, I love this. And then I'm like, oh, this is so great. It just works so well. Yeah, I guess on any given day, right? It's going to be.
Yes. Yeah, it's going to be different. And just so you guys know, I need to like kind of put it out there right now that I am the least organized human being on this earth. So if you're going, oh, these girls are way too awesome, I can't even be in this group. Oh, absolutely not. Because let's just say for all the photos that you're going to see on the website, the before pictures are honestly going to be my house. I don't want you to think, and Tiffany knows this, I've told her, there are rooms in my home that you've never been in, because she would break into hives. If she saw some of the rooms in my house, she would just go, Stephanie, what's happening? So she is the guru, okay? She is the organization storage queen, right? And she is here to teach all of us, meaning me and you, how to fix it, right? And so once everything gets organized and you feel comfortable and you feel at peace, knowing that if you needed to go find that one bra that you really, really love, you know what I mean? You would know where it is, right? Yes. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Where you put your kid's favorite toy, where's your box of winter sweaters? Where, my husband's not the most organized person either. And he will come in the house and say, I need to go buy PVC glue for this project. I'm out of it. I go, no, it's in the garage, bottom shelf, right, whatever. And he goes, how do you always know where things are? I go, I can't help it. I can't I can't help it. It's DNA. But it's so much fun to help people because it is so frustrating. Even for me, like when something is out of order, it's frustrating and you get overwhelmed and then you're like, I have to stop whatever I'm doing and find things. And so it's so exciting. I just
it is. And I tell Ken all the time, if I just did not have to look for things, I would have so much more time in my life. And creative people are not neat. We all know that, right? We're not neat people. we are very creative minded, and everything is everywhere. So we're very excited about this. I'm extremely excited about this.
And we're excited to have all of you on board with us. So thank you for being part. Thank you for letting me hop in tonight on your.
Of course, my love. Of course. Yes, we're very excited about that. So Ken's going to pick how many winners are we going to have tonight, babe?
I'm looking right now.
Oh, he's trying to look. He's trying to figure out how many. Some people are asking if you make house calls, Tiff.
When I first started, I did. And it's so funny. I'll tell you a little story. Some of you have heard this story. My sister is the one who got me to crafting. And I had started the business, and she said, I was at her house, and she said, you should teach an organization class. And I said, nobody needs an organization class. And we were literally standing outside the hall to her craft room, and she grabbed my face and turned it into her room. And she goes, some of us need an organization class. Like, okay, you're right. Some do. But it really was the key to success was that, like, teaching people and going into people's homes and really helping them set up systems. Everybody's brain is a little bit different. And I got some other sister stories I'll tell you another night. But everybody's brain is a little bit different. And so you have to be I have to be adaptable. People say, why do you make 3 things that hold 12 by 12 paper? And because everybody's different, like what they're comfortable with, how they move around with things, how they want things to look, or some people don't care how they look. They just want to be able to find them. Other people care immensely how things look. And so, that was the biggest lesson for me. I think when I started was going out, helping people get organized and really learning, like there's so much more going on in people than just putting their things away. You really have to understand, and they have to understand, which is one of the things I think if you follow the TT brand before that we talk a lot about, like what works for you, like how comfortable are you? I will guide you down whatever path that you're comfortable on. But it's not a one-stop shop for everybody. And that I think is what keeps it so interesting and so much fun. So
absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. How many winners?
We're going to have 2 winners tonight.
Okay.
We have 2 winners. We have one winner from both YouTube, one on Facebook. Our first winner from Facebook is Donna Harrington, and she says bathroom. She needs some help with bathrooms. And then on YouTube is Rebecca Hawkins. She says start with the craft stuff first. So those are 2 winners, but there are tons of great ideas in there. So I'm sure we'll be scanning over that list of all the ideas that you guys are giving us. So thanks a lot. Yeah, congratulations.
Absolutely. So you 2 winners are going to email Faylene at info@thestampsoflife.com. Oh, he's definitely going to Ken and his sound effects that I never get to hear. You guys have to listen to this every single week. I'm sorry. See, I don't usually have these headphones, Tiff, so I don't know what he's doing. Yes. Lucky us. I'm sorry to everyone. Okay. So Tiffany and I are very excited. Tiff, when's the first night?
December 2nd, 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern.
Yes. So we are very excited about that. We have a lot to share with you. So many awesome product lines, you guys. And it'll be fun because Tiff will be able to tell you what other people's reactions are when we start showing you these products, because Tiffany got to go to a trade show and kind of show some of the retailers, some of the stores, and people were like kind of more or less freaking out. Right? Is that the easiest way to say it? They were freaking out.
Yeah, they were so excited. Yeah, they were so excited. I mean, it was great. I was actually a little bit nervous about going to this show and worried, like, oh, is it going to be successful? Are people going to be happy? And we literally had a line at the booth, and a huge percentage of those people really went out of their way to say, we're so glad that you're coming back, and we love your products, and we're excited to have them in our stores. And they were telling me stories about people fighting over things, and that somebody would get a buddy bag and then they would sell it to somebody else for twice as much as they paid for it. And it was this whole like craziness about, you know, what was happening. And so, yeah, it was exciting, and it was fun, and people were very gracious and kind, and it was amazing.
Yes. Okay. Well, my friends, I hope you got a little tiny peek of our excitement. So much more coming up. Make sure you go to theorganizedoption.com, and up at the top, at the bottom, there's like join our email list. Make sure you do that. Number one. Number two, up at the top is like our Instagram, Facebook, whatever, everything. Make sure you go subscribe to all of or join all of those or follow or whatever it is on each one, so you are in the know when everything starts happening, because once it starts happening, we're going to hit the ground running and it's going to be amazing. That's all I can say.
Are your sneak peeks behind those curtains? We want to know.
They are.
We want to know.
Everything is behind here.
Yes. Yes.
Woo.
That's why she
So
has it.
here's how you know everything is truly behind there. I am having to make videos now to use later.
Right.
And so when I'm doing those videos for later, all the curtains are down. So there really is everything that we're going to release is
right behind
hiding in the curtains.
Yes.
So
Awesome.
Awesome. Okay. Well, my loves, thank you all so much for joining us tonight. Tiff, love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will talk to you soon. And everybody, have a great night. Stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. God bless you all. And I will see you Monday for No Makeup Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
bye, everybody.